Oh, there you go. Boom. I knew I was messing something up. All right. Let's get this started. Let me just double check everything's working. Boom. All right. Gosh. 3 watching. Oh man. Let me just double check everything's working. Boom. All right. Gosh. 3 watching. Oh man. Okay. Audio's working. Desktop audio's on. Sweet. So yeah, I'm sorry it took a couple weeks for this to for me to. I try to do it every single week. I've actually decided. I think I. Sweet. So yeah, I'm sorry it took a couple weeks for this to for me to. I've decided to. I think I want to do a live stream 5 days a week. And I'm gonna do my different times, so multiple people, no matter who you are, you can be able to access it. If you like work mornings or graveyards, you would hit one day versus the other. So I'll do a couple, like at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, something like that. And I'll do a couple at night, maybe a couple midday on the weekends, or like this, like 11 or noon. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with this 111, but yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. I think with the Bitcoin halving happening, I think that the next 12 months are just going to be really interesting, and a lot of movement hopefully is going to happen. So I'd like to be available for new people entering the space. I keep, it's interesting, as soon as like I mean, I don't think we're in a bull run right now, but as soon as like the word bull run starts, and the price of Bitcoin starts going up, you just start seeing scams everywhere, and so yeah, and I think also I'm going to be doing so. I know I want to do like one day. I want to just talk about the news for the week, what's going on, and maybe I'll just do a segment every day. I don't know. I'll figure it out though. But yeah, so today I'm going to talk about a couple things. One, I just want to go over a company called ReBuzz. Oh wait, hold on, let me pull up my chat. But yeah, so today I'm going to talk about a couple things. One, I just want to go over a company called ReBuzz. Oh wait, hello. Pull up my chat. All right, I think the chat's working. So I want to go over a company called ReBuzz. It's a company I just discovered a few weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago, something like that. They just launched on iOS last week. It's a very new project. There's only a couple hundred people that even like him on Twitter. So I want to talk about that project just because I've enjoyed it. It's been really fun to use. And then I kind of want to talk about the people behind it too. I just think it's a funky project, and there's only 200 people that like it on Twitter. And I'm just like, the actual product itself works really well. And it's like an Instagram and Twitter type of thing, but there's hardly any glitches, and yeah, so and you get paid for commenting and liking and all that sort of stuff, which makes it really nice. But yeah, and then I kind of want to talk about the Bitcoin halving a little bit, and then talk about XYO questions near the end. And so I'll put timestamps in this if it's live, or after it's live, once it's posted. Once I know when I start talking about certain things. So if you only want to hear about certain things, you can just go to the timestamp below. But yeah, hey man, what's up? Let's see, beta. I don't know what that is actually. Let's look it up. What's up? Let's see, beta, I don't know what that video is. Chain. Let's look it up. I'm not sure what that is. Integrates with Chainlink to support different. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, interesting. Video to integrate with Chainlink. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, interesting. So I don't know what this is, but I am going to look into it, and I'll give a better answer to this later. I am obsessed with Chainlink, that's for sure.
And I'll give a
But and Chainlink essentially, integrates real world tech. I mean, like current working technology into the blockchain technology, right? Chainlink here, I just watched a video, a Zoom call, and Chainlink is integrating with Microsoft Word, so they're going to be able to access over like 1.2 billion users here in the next few weeks, where essentially you could be on Word and you could create a smart contract right there and automatically. It automatically creates a smart contract via Word document, right? So Chainlink is doing a lot of really cool stuff. I'm really excited. They even are working with a Swift. Wait, Swift? Yeah, Swift. With cross-border payments as well, with some sort of integration. So they're collabing in some form. I just don't know what that form is really. They're really hush hush about it. And you can see these people are commenting on certain things, the Swift Chainlink protocol. Like there's verbiage being used, so you know it's being worked on, but exactly what's going to be done and when it's launched and everything, that's the thing that a lot of people don't know. But I also just read an article talking about, in fact, I'm sure you can just Google it, Chainlink to hit #2 spot, $25. I'm sure that'll pull it up. Oh yeah, so here you go. So yeah, this venture capitalist believes that it could hit $25 and overtake Ether in the #2 spot. But yeah, I'm really bullish on Ether, and I have most of. This is my largest holding currently, but yeah, so here you go. So yeah, this venture capitalist believes that it could hit $25. I surprised you with this. #2 spot. I know, right? Jeez. Yeah, I'm really bullish on Ether. And well, I'll look into it later, and I'll have most of. This is my largest holding currently. But yeah. So let's talk about ReBuzz. So this is a new company that I started messing around with, a new app. So you can actually download this. As of actually, let's see, as of April 26th, so just like a week ago. Let's talk about ReBuzz. So, right, a week ago you were able to download this on Apple. I was going to make a video, but I've been out of town actually for about a week. I've been traveling around, going state to state during this whole COVID thing. It's been a little interesting. But yeah. What it is, right, a week ago, is essentially like in fact, maybe I can pull, I was going to make a video, but I've been out of town. Maybe I can actually show you on my phone. I've been traveling around on state to state during this whole COVID thing. It's been a little interesting. But yeah, what it is, so, let me just pull essentially like that. In fact, maybe I can pull, I was going to make a video, but I've been out of town. Maybe I can actually show you on my phone. You open, is it working? Oh my goodness, it's working. Alright, so I'm going to kind of do a little ghetto share. Maybe this will work. So, it's an app that's kind of like Twitter, kind of like, I mean, as you see, it's kind of like Instagram, I guess, with the pictures, but you can comment, you can like, all that sort of stuff. But the nice thing is when you comment and like and engage on these posts, you see down here, you actually get buzz. So, and this is only worth 4 cents, right? Twitter, but but it accumulates after a while. I mean, who really cares about the money thing? Really, you're only making a few pennies. You may make a few bucks right now. I don't know, but it's just kind of cool that this is a working project that actually has payment integrated, and it seems to work pretty well. How do I go to my page? Oh, there we go. And so this is what your end-up page looks like, and it tells you like how much current buzz you have, and I don't know what voting power is, but and it'll tell you like every little post that you did, the engagement, how much money you made off of it.
And so,
but yeah,
this is what your
it's kind of like an Instagram.
How much current buzz you have, and I don't know what the voting power is.
I guess might be the closest what it looks like, but
every little
oh yeah, so this is that video I was telling you about, where they talk about the 1.2 billion users on Microsoft Office. I posted it on here. But at any rate, it's just kind of interesting and kind of fun. 61 cents off of a post that I got 3 likes, right? Now, the thing with this is they don't currently have, you can't buy this anywhere. So when I first downloaded this, I liked it a lot, but I didn't really know, I didn't know anything about the project or coin or whatever. So I ended up,
I got 3 likes, right? Now,
Here,
the thing with
side.
this is, they don't currently have, you can't buy this.
I ended up looking up on Twitter, and I was like, what the heck, dude? They had less than 200 followers, and I followed them. And
I didn't know anything about the project.
and I just didn't make any sense. Like, like normally these projects, I would think, you know, they have, you know, 5,000, 20,000, you know, subs or whatever. But so I started looking into who actually ran the project, and what I found. So I found the
I just didn't make any sense.
found the website. They kind of just talk about, yeah, you can post content, and you actually get, you know, buzz from it, and you can engage, you get points, and all this sort of stuff. And
so I started looking into who actually
they don't have that
project, and what I found.
But yeah, so these are the 3 people, and I found out. So this person right here is a pro golfer. She just joined the team like on the 28th of last month. So she just recently apparently joined up, and I guess she promotes them, sponsors them, I don't really know. So it's really these 2 people, and really these 2 people are just, okay, so I found out that this Lorraine, this girl right here, all she really does is invest. So she's just an angel investor. I don't know how she got her money, but she just invests. It's this guy, he's the one that pretty much, who actually creates the projects, but I also don't think he creates the projects. So I think what's going on is he ends up finding people that can create this software, and then they build it. There was an app I wanted to create, and I still want to create it, but it's going to cost me like $5 grand to create it, and I may end up doing it. I have a huge issue with my hair. I hate people that cut my hair. I've never liked a hairstyle, maybe like 2, 3, 4 my entire life. So I created this thing with my wife, and well, my wife actually thought of it and pretty much laid it out, but I was like, brilliant, because it's helped solve my pain point. But at any rate, we ended up scouting out somebody, and we found out someone who could give us the rights to it and everything, and they'll build it, and they'll keep on building it when it comes to, you know, fixing issues and whatnot. So it is pretty cheap to find, you know, someone who can end up doing that. So you could say, okay, this is what I want to do, and kind of lay it out.
At any rate, we ended up scouting out.
So I could see, you know, maybe Adam reaching out to, you know, a couple of. At any rate, I just don't see this being like a huge team of like, you know, not even a small team of like 15 people. It might only be like a half a dozen people that are involved in this project whatsoever, right? So maybe that's why there's not many people involved in it. But my main curiosity was like, why aren't more people like obsessed about this? This is a super cool project, and it should, you know. And there's a couple of things that I'd like to change on it, you know, and I think like it's almost there, you know. And so it's just like, how are these companies building these other projects for years, and they still don't have a working project? How are these companies that have existed since 2013, they don't have a working project, right? And yet these guys, they just created this app. So essentially, here's what it is too. They took this Bravo coin. Oh, there's that golfer girl, yeah. Oh, and I found out, I officially found out that she was involved in it through an interview. I asked her what she's working on. She's like, ReBuzz, but she does trick shots apparently. But anyways, so Bravo Coin, this is the project that they actually originally ended up doing with the same. I mean, if you look at the app layout and everything, it's very similar. So whoever built Bravo Coin, ended up converting it and made it into ReBuzz. Or just changed the app a little bit and then made a turned this into like a social media. But Bravo Coin, it's actually pretty cool. I've downloaded it and I've in fact maybe here I can show you this as well. Bravo converting it and made it into ReBuzz. I haven't really messed with it, but or just changed the app a little bit and then made a turned this into like a social media. But yeah, so it's actually pretty cool. You can go in and rate restaurants, services, hotels, music, like, and all sorts of stuff. Video games, right? I haven't really messed with it, but so if you want to watch a game, you can you can rate it, and if a lot of people end up liking your rating or whatever, then you end up getting a lot of thumbs ups or whatever, then you end up earning these little Bravo tokens over here. So so yeah, it's kind of very similar. But yeah, so both projects work really well, and Bravo Coin. So you can't buy ReBuzz or sell ReBuzz, but you can buy or sell Bravo Coin. So I guess ReBuzz is so new they haven't even put it on any exchanges yet. Bravo Coin's worth about 1.5 penny, and you can get it on. There's a Swedish exchange. I'll tell you can get it on, which I'm not on, but at any rate, yeah, interesting. So they don't do very much volume, as you see, 1,200 volume. So even this coin isn't really big. And who knows if it ever will. I think probably the biggest thing that Bravo Coin has a problem in is marketing, right? I mean, it seems weird that they only have 200 followers. Seems like they should have more than that. So get the word out on their project, have people test it, have people share it. And so I guess that's why I'm doing this. I'm not going to share my referral link. Just go download it, right? Have fun with it. See if you like it. If you do, like, share it with people, because these are the kind of projects we want to succeed, right? These are the kind of projects that we want to do well, are the ones that are actually paying people to engage, or actually like changing stuff, right? Actually like making an existing product better, you know, for the user, for the, you know, whatever. So yeah, these are the kind of projects we want to succeed, right? But yeah, that's about it, I guess. I wanted to talk about that. So let's talk about the halving, right? Halving's really close away. Really close away, that's right. Yeah, I can speak really well. That's about it, I guess. I wanted to talk about that. So you keep floating between this like $87 and $9,200 range, and who knows what's going to happen once the halving ends up actually officially taking place. But so you keep floating between this, but yeah, I'm curious what's going to happen with the miners, how many people are going to capitulate, how many people are going to hold on to their coins. Last halving, it stretched out for like a good, like two and a half months. Let's see, 2,000, but yeah, happening. I'm curious what's going to happen with the miners, how many people are going to capitulate, how many people are going to hold on to their coins. Last halving, it stretched out for like a good, like two and a half months. Let's see. I wanted the months. So, I mean, the halving happened, but it didn't actually, like, there's a gap where it actually crashed right here a little bit. Last halving, it stretched out for like a good, like two and a half months. Oh my gosh, I hate YouTube's or Google's freaking new image. Actually, the way they do their images, it ticks me off. Crashed right here. A little bit. Here we go. This one's a little, no, maybe this one. So yeah, as you see, See, the first halving, it was actually a little stagnant. It didn't. I mean, it maybe went up a little bit, but the bull run didn't actually happen for quite a bit. Same thing with 2017. 2017 actually dropped. So let's see, July 11th. Here, this will be an easier way. Coin market cap. So yeah, as you see the first halving, it was actually a little stagnant. It maybe went up a little bit, but the bull run didn't actually happen for quite a bit. Same thing with 2017.
Historical
2017
snapshots.
dropped. So
2017.
Wait, what did I say it was? June.
So yeah, as you see the first halving, it was actually a little stagnant. Maybe went up a little bit.
July 11th.
Didn't actually happen for quite a bit.
July
Historical snapshots.
11th.
So
2017. Wait, what did I say it was? June. Am I getting that right? 11th of July 2016. Okay, cool. July 11th. So yeah, Bitcoin was at 650. So 650 to 11th of July 2016. Okay, cool. Oh, it wouldn't be just a week. It was like a month. So yeah, Bitcoin was at 650. So 650. So it didn't drop off that bad. 650 down to like the maybe 620s. But at any rate, when the halving happened, it took like a month or two. Yeah, 590 for it to pick back up and the bull run to actually take place. So I do think something similar is going to happen. Yeah, 570. So it didn't drop off that bad. 650 down to like the August, September. So far, almost 2 months straight. But at any rate, when the halving happened, now it started going in. So it took about a month and a half for it to start going up. For it to pick back up and the bull run to actually take place. So I do think something similar is going to happen. Yeah, 600. And so a big reason why that ended up taking place. Almost 2 months straight. But at any rate, when the halving now it started going in. So it took about a month and a half for it. Yeah, the end of October is $100 more. So, so yeah, Bitcoin halving happened right here, and then it took until about 2 months later for it to start increasing the bull run to start happening, and then it didn't take until like what was it, like October, November, once it started increasing quite significantly. So a lot of people are tripping out. It's Xyo worth it to grind through the coin app. Ooh, I'm going to go over that here in just a second. And then it didn't take about anyways, a lot of people trip out because they're thinking they need to buy Bitcoin right now, or it'll be too late, or maybe they're too late right now, or whatever the case. But I mean, they're not, and they're still more accumulation phase. So I'm trying to get one more full Bitcoin before the next like 3 months or so. And hopefully I can get it at some lower prices, but and I don't really care. It's interesting. It's been 5 years, geez, since I've been in it, and now it's been 4 years in this pretty much bear market. You'd think I'd be like tripping out about like wanting it to finally like go up, but I believe in this technology so much, and I have no doubt that it's going to be in our future. That I just want to accumulate as much as I can now, because I don't think, like, when people think that it costs too much, it's like, are you kidding me? Amazon is worth $1 trillion, right? The entire cryptocurrency industry altogether combined is worth 15% of that, right? So and Bitcoin's worth 10% of that. So Bitcoin can 10x the current price just to be worth as much as Amazon, right? Or just to be worth as much as Apple, right? And so 15%. And gold is 6.6, or is $8.8 trillion, right? $8.7 trillion, right? So that's like almost 70x of the current price. So I know it has a lot of room to grow, and whether we get to gold prices really quick, or in 10 years, or in 30, or we get to the $1 trillion in the next year or 5 or whatever, I know it's going to happen. So, or at least I believe it will. So I just want to accumulate as much as possible. So hopefully I'm kind of hoping hoping for a dip. I mean, geez, I really hope I can accumulate. I'm just accumulating fiat, and then when it crashes, I want to throw it all in and get it at a low price or something like that. But at any rate,
I just want to accumulate as much as possible. So
yeah, let's talk about XYO.
hopefully I'm kind of hoping for a dip. I mean, geez,
so
I'm just accumulating fiat, and then when it crashes, I want to throw it.
let's talk about that. The Xyo Coin app. And I have your little chat pulled up. So I just did a test, and I'm gonna do a video, and I'll post the video here in the next week, in the next few days, week or something like that. But I'm gonna do it. I just did a test. I drove what was it, 16 hours or something while using the app. And while testing it and everything like that, so
I just did a test, and I'm gonna do a video.
I'll let you know kind of what I got. Now, if you go into my videos prior, I have done tests, but they were like a year ago, so they may be a little bit different now. So you'll see what the actual numbers are going to be. But when I did the test a year ago, here's pretty much the general outlook of what I found. If it's not worth it just to have the app running and no Sentinel, it's just because you get like 0.01 to 0.07 or 0.09, I think, XYO, and 50,000 XYO equals about $10 currently at the current price. So I mean, it would take you years to accumulate, 10, 30 bucks, something like that. So it's not worth it if you don't have the Sentinel or don't have if you're not paying for the app. If you just have the app, downloaded, but it's free and you haven't bought anything whatsoever, you're not really going to make much money. But it's free, so I guess if you want to use it. But that being said, I have a phone, and you can see it right now. It's busted. I've had this phone turned on 24/7, mining in my drawer. It's been free, right, except for the power, but the power is about $9 a year, which actually is probably about what I end up making on it. But it ended up busting the battery. Now I gotta spend $30 to replace the battery or whatever the case. So I just think the costs aren't there. Now moving a step up, I think the next step is worth it to a lot of people, and that's the $12 Sentinel, which is what I have. So the Sentinels look, I have a couple of them right here. So yeah, these little guys right here, they're just little hexagons. Those are worth it. I mean, I feel like it's worth it just because it's $12, and who cares? If you don't get that $12 back, whatever. But it's kind of fun to mess around with it, and if you do mess around with it long enough, you're gonna get your $12 back. But the rewards you get are less and less over time. So it does take me mining a year on Wi-Fi. Paid for one of these Sentinels, a little bit more. I think it gave me like $13, which is what this Sentinel is. But if I were to cash that out 8 months ago, it was worth like $40, right? So the price of XYL keeps going down. Now, when you're driving around, I find that you essentially, at least a year ago, you had to drive around for about 8 to 10 hours a day with the Sentinel attached to make it work. Because you made a few hundred a day by driving around, and that times 30 days, and all that sort of stuff. You just didn't make your money back in time. So, but if you were like a trucker or a driver or an Uber driver or something like that, where you were driving a lot, then the Sentinel made it way worth it, because you would probably make, I think I was making like $8 to $12 a month just by having this in my car when I was driving around day to day. And I do drive around quite a bit for work, so not quite a bit, but like 15,000 miles a year. So I guess it's not that much. But then again, I also do rentals, where about once a month I drive about 1,000 miles extra. So yeah, I'm driving like 25,000 miles a year, which is quite a bit. So yeah.
And I do drive around.
Now, when it comes to the paid app, it's unless you drive for a living, it's not worth it. The Xyo price keeps dropping more and more, and I'm going to explain all of this in my next video. But the Xyo price keeps dropping more and more. That and it used to be just like whatever the price is now, it was half that. I think it was like $10 or $12, and now it's 25 or something like that. Whatever the paid price is, you just have to be driving 24/7. You have to be a trucker. You have to be a full-time Uber driver, something like that for it to make sense. So for most people, it makes sense just to have one of these little Sentinels, pay the $12, get one shipped to you, or get your free one with the free ship with the paid, free Sentinel with the paid shipping, right? And yeah, when you're driving around, you make way more than if you're sitting on Wi-Fi. But yeah, I think I made like I don't even know. I think it was like no, I can't even guess. I want to say like 4,000 each way, but it may have only been like 2,200 each way. So I don't know. I have to look at the numbers and pull my videos and photos together and stuff like that. But that video will be coming up. But yeah, for most people, it just makes sense for this. Now, I do have a lot of problems with the company when it comes to them like being dishonest on their advertising, when it comes to their price dropping so fast, but the rewards not compensating for the drop price. So normally, if the coin drops in half, and you're getting, and they boost your rewards, that you get like 10% more rewards, but it's not. The price drops in half, and then you get less rewards as well over time. And so that's not cool, because there was a time where I've cashed out like $600. I don't know, quite a bit of money off of this. But now, all the coins that I did have, if I were to cash it all right now, it'd probably all be worth like $180 or something like that. So, or maybe even less. I don't know. So I don't really like that. And then the company split up into 3 separate companies, and they don't really have any direction. They were going to do decentralized GPS. They're not doing that decentralized GPS anymore. They're backing off of GPS, which is centralized and owned by the government, and so like everything they were going to do, just they aren't doing it anymore. It's just my ReBuzz is oh wait, let me pull it up. GPS, which is centralized and owned by the government, and so like everything they were going to do, just they aren't doing it anymore. It's just my ReBuzz is just Skystruck. And by the way, it's so fresh. I wanted to just put my first name because it's so new. But yeah, you can do that. So if you can just put @Jack, @Frank, right? Because there's not many people on this app. And you can't change it, by the way. So just know whatever it is, you're going to be stuck with it. And I think it's associated with your phone number as well. So I would have just changed my email if I could have, but yeah. So but @Skystruck, add me. I'll help engage in these stuff if whatever. But it's associated with your phone number as well. But yeah, I would have just changed my email if I could have, but yeah. So but @Skystruck, add me. But yeah, I would have just changed my email. Let's talk about some XYO. So, you know what? I'm actually not going to do XYO Q&A. I'm going to do a separate video, and I'm going to answer like all 50 questions in 20 minutes, or I don't know, do some crazy video like that where I just fly through them. I'm actually not going to do XYO Q&A. But yeah, so I'm going to end the video a little bit early, I guess. But yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. I am going to check out, I recognize this logo, so I'm sure I've read about this company, but I'm really curious about this, so I'm going to look into it and let you know what I think on the next video or something like that. But I will be also, kind of also to help force myself do this daily. I am going to be doing videos 5 days a week, I've decided, and I think I'm going to do them Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. and not doing Friday and Saturday, and then do them at different times. So look out for that, and they'll be different. So like on Monday, I'll probably start off the week doing like kind of what Crypto Daily does with his meme reviews. There's a lot of funny memes out there. I think it'd be funny to start the week off with like some bunch of the funniest memes from the week before or something like that, and then you know, at the end of the week do the weekly news, or I don't know. Anyways, we'll figure it out. But super appreciate everyone who's been watching, and yeah, oh yeah, so videos to look out for, by the way. I'm making a video on Xyo, on the testing on it. That's coming out within the week. I'm also editing a video on the questions. I'm gonna do a Q&A. People just want me to do a full Q&A real quick, so I'm gonna do a video on that. The testing on it, that's coming out. Dang it, there's another one I'm working on, but for some reason I'm blanking on it. But just look out for a few more videos I'm coming out with this week. So you know, hit the little bell, subscribe, notify, all that jazz. Oh, I forgot. Look at this cool hold on. Just look out for a few more videos. The cool stuff I have on my screen. I just well, I might as well just like end with a dumb personal note. I just downloaded Streamlabs, and it is freaking cool. I'm able to add these like little things down here. Oh look, I'm also able to might as well just like end with a dumb personal note. Wait, I just downloaded Streamlabs. Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing now. I haven't messed with this in like a couple weeks. Anyways, I guess that's it now. I'll take off. Nice chatting with you guys, and I'll see you the next